Hello and welcome to the program, everyone. I'm Teniola Shobowale. We begin today with news stories and happenings that made headlines over the weekend.
Chinese Vice President Wang Qishan met with Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, discussing a range of issues on the Middle East during a visit to the country from Thursday to Saturday.
Violations by security forces.
During his meeting with President al-Sisi, Wang said China and Egypt have in recent years achieved historical development in their relations under the leadership of the two countries' presidents. The minister says China wishes to continue to deepen the understanding of each other's history and reality while enhancing cooperation in economy, trade and capacity building under the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative. Egypt is one of the first countries to support the Belt and Road Initiative, said Sisi, adding that he believes the initiative will inject fresh and strong power to the bilateral cooperation. United Nations Human Rights Office condemned what it described as serious human rights abuses committed in the mass deportation of 330,000 Congolese from Angola and called on perpetrators to be held to account. A statement from the UN High Commission for Human Rights said the office had confirmed about 6 deaths reportedly at the hands of security forces in an operation which Angola says is aimed at ending illegal diamond mining in the country. Angola denies all wrongdoing, dismissing allegations of abuses as completely false. Morocco has decided to scrap wintertime and will instead keep its clock at summertime, that's GMT+1, all year round. The announcement came in less than 2 days before the clocks were to go back by 1 hour on Sunday. The Administrative Reform Minister, Mohamed Ben Abdelkadir, says avoiding the switch would save an hour of natural light. The North African nation joins a number of others, mainly in Africa and Asia, which do not use daylight saving.
The Health Ministry in the Democratic Republic of Congo says children are dying from Ebola at an unprecedented rate, due largely to poor sanitary practices at clinics run by traditional rulers. The impact on children has been felt significantly in the city of Beni, which has emerged as the outbreak's new epicenter. Of 120 confirmed Ebola cases in the region, at least 30 are under 10, and 27 of them have died. Many of the children affected by an unrelated malaria outbreak are thought to have contracted Ebola at these clinics run by traditional healers who have also treated Ebola patients. Earlier this month, an emergency World Health Organization committee said the outbreak is likely to worsen unless efforts are stepped up. A collective of dispersed international hacking activists say they have brought down up to 70 government and other official websites in Gabon. The group, called The Anonymous, claimed to have hacked sites run by the Civil Service and Communications Ministry. A Twitter account with links to the group said servers and mail systems were offline, adding that, quote, "the dictators should have been expecting us," end of quote. The apparent attack comes a day after legislative elections in Gabon, with the governing party of the long-entrenched Bongo family looking set to retain power easily. In Ghana, the government has asked the Vice-Chancellor of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Professor Obiri Danso, to step aside. The Deputy Education Minister, Osei Adutwum, confirmed this to local media as he was asked to resign following violent protests a week ago. The University Teachers Union have embarked on an indefinite strike, arguing government's dissolution of the governing council amounts to the interference of education. Some experts say that the government's removal of the Vice-Chancellor could plunge the university and, by extension, the country's education into crisis if the union action spreads. Joining us now to discuss more on this is a Ghanaian journalist, Beatrice Sinaju. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Hello.
Beatrice, what more can you tell us about the protest that led to the Vice-Chancellor's dismissal?
All right, the students were protesting against alleged brutalities meted out to their colleagues who were arrested at the university and later granted bail. The university has since been closed indefinitely, as you said, while all students have left campus. The university's security, too, has been withdrawn in the interim, and so far, over 20 students have been arrested after the rampage last week. At the moment, military and police personnel have been taking over the school. The vice chancellor has been asked to step aside till investigations are done. And according to sources, the investigations will take 3 months before they will bring out their findings. So that's the update on the vice chancellor's issue.
The teachers' union at the university are doing this because they say that the government shouldn't be interfering with the university's governing council. Why is this so?
All right, they believe government taking over will turn around how things are being done in the school, which in the long run will affect academic purposes. And they are also saying government is interfering with it, will lead to politicization of events in the school, which will affect both students and the academia. So these and many other things they are talking about, they just don't want government interfering in the governing council's issue, but they want government to solve this issue as soon as possible.
We understand that there has also been indefinite closure at the university. What will be the fate of the students?
All right, so far from in the sources, the students are all in their various houses, and now they don't know their fate. Now they are all in the house. They don't know whether they will be called upon soon. But the education ministry have given them the assurance that as soon as the issue is being solved, they will be called back to come to school.
Beatrice Sinaju, thank you for joining us on the program. Thank you.